Hi, this is Will Bunker. Welcome to SQL for Beginners. I'm going to take you through how to write queries to get information from SQL databases, including inserting data, deleted data, updated data. But we're going to start with selecting and finding information. Now we're going to do this using W3 School's SQL tutorial. It's a great way to get started because it doesn't require you to download and set up a database or configure your connection to a database. And the assumption is later you're going to learn how to do all that, but it will be specific to the database that you're using at work or home for your project. Now, in order for this to work correctly, some of the queries use pretty extensive features of the browser. And so if you're using Microsoft Windows, you need to download and use Chrome browser for it to work correctly. And if you're on the Mac, Safari is the correct browser to use. So once you've got that set up, then go over to the website w3schools.com/SQL/. I'll have that URL in the notes for this video. Once you're at the W3 School SQL tutorial, scroll down, they've got this example here. Click Try It Yourself. This opens up another screen in which you've now got a window to write queries. Those queries are going to go against this database on the right, which is a sample database called Northwind. It was created by Microsoft back in the 90s, and it lives on probably forever on the internet. Now, if you're missing the tables over here, you may have to click this button, Restore Database, hit OK, and then it will load up all the tables for you, which include customers, categories, employees, order details, orders, products, shippers, and suppliers. Now, over here you see our first SQL statement, which is select asterisk from customers. Select is the keyword used to tell the database that, hey, I want some information back. Asterisk is shorthand for give me all the fields, and then you tell it from customers, the table name. And so hit Run SQL, and the database will return all 91 records of the customers. Now at the top, each column is a field in the table, and you know the customers has customer ID, customer name, contact name, address, city, postal code, and country. And in these databases, you're going to find a mixture of numerical and text fields. Customer ID is a number, the rest of them are text in this case. And the thing to remember here is that this is how all SQL databases store information. You have similar records collected in your tables, and then those tables have the information mapped out to fields. Now go ahead and click on Categories over here on the right, and it will pull up a list of all 8 categories. Now you notice the syntax changed a little bit here. They put square brackets around the name. This is optional. You can take those brackets off, rerun the query, and you'll get the same information. The only time you would use the brackets is if the table name had spaces in it and you needed to tell the database, hey, this is all one table name. Now what I want you to do at the end of this video is click through the different tables and take a look at the fields and where the information is. When I'm doing this, I tend to jot this down on a piece of paper because it's hard to remember all this in your mind unless you're very familiar with the database. Later, I'm going to teach you how to draw out a diagram that not only shows you the fields in each table, but then shows you how the tables link to each other. So go ahead, spend some time getting familiar with the information that's in the Northwind's sample database.